Tonight on the 10, the project to add an interchange to 29 Road and I-70 in Grand Junction has been just more than a little bit controversial.
The final say on this interchange will be up to the voters in November, and as we inch closer to that time, the conversation becomes more prominent throughout the community. Our reporter Robbie Patla joins us live with more on the two sides wrestling with this decision. Robbie.
Yeah, thank you guys. So the proposal to add an interchange between 29 Road and I-70 is not new, as it was included in the ballot during the 90s. However, it did not pass then, but it will be reintroduced here in a few months. Now, a new local interest group was formed to oppose this interchange, so some of the members are even from the Grand Junction City Council. The vision of the interchange dates back to the late 1950s, which some believe makes this project a little outdated.
Things have changed since 60 or 70 years ago, and that by itself is not enough justification to spend as much money as we're proposing to spend.
Some say this interchange may solve a lot of traffic problems, while others disagree.
I think this is a project that's worth investing in, one that we have been working for a long time. It'll improve people's drive times, less traffic, less congestion, and they go further.
And this project, if it goes in, is going to add, not reduce traffic on Patterson and have even more log jams than we have now.
This is around the location for the proposed interchange, which would connect 29 Road with I-70. Now, Mesa County does say that the project will cost up to $80 million. And while some say that they do not want their tax dollars to be spent towards this, others say that might not even be necessary.
There's no hope that there's going to be any money in this project other than local money.
What we are presenting to the voters is kind of the worst case scenario. At its worst, this is what we're gonna have to pay. But if we don't get any mitigating factors, this is what you're going to have to expect to pay. So that's essentially what the voters have to swallow. Is it worth an $80 million investment?
As the ballot draws near and voters will make their final decision soon, an important factor may be introduced. That being, is this project important, even though there are many more in the pipeline?
If we do have $80 million to spend, spending on Patterson will have the biggest bang for the buck, both to the east of 29 Road and to the west of 29 Road.
Putting this money towards this project means there might be other projects that get less of an investment now. But that's the entire point of putting it really out to the voters, is to say, is this a project worthwhile?
Davis says he thinks they can gain federal funding for this project to take the burden off the voters. However, in order for this to happen, the measure will need to pass, which will then lead to the approval from the Department of Transportation. So in the end, it is up to the community. For the 10, I'm Robbie Patla.
All right, thank you very much, Robbie. And as of right now, the county will need voters' approval first, and Simpson's group plans to get more involved in the community leading up to that final decision.